Hello, this is Rich Kirkpatrick with another 2-Minute Tuesday. Today I want to talk about creativity and leadership. The point I'm making here is that if you're not creative, you're probably not an effective leader. And what do I mean by being creative? Well, in order to lead a large organization, or really any organization today, because historically it's a bigger world population-wise than it ever has been, it means that you're able to see multifacets of reality. So it's kind of like Marvel's multiverse. Let me explain the 4 frames for you. First, there's an HR frame. And the HR frame, it's kind of like the family would be a good metaphor. It's kind of how do we take care of people in this institution? What kind of processes and things are in their way? And really, who are they and how are they? So that's the HR frame. The second thing is a political frame. And this one, the metaphor for a jungle comes to mind. Because in politics, it's not about winning, it's about who survives. It's kind of like Survivor, the show where you get voted off the island. The third thing is the symbolic frame. The symbolic frame is where we get the idea for meaning. So you might think of it as a stadium, your favorite sports team. You only have sports and team colors, or theater, or even a church where there are certain beliefs and there's a certain culture that comes into that institution. You know, a lot of people talk about company culture, and it really is an important thing. The last frame is structure, and this one is important too. It's the operations, it's the factory line, it's the efficiency level of your organization. So in looking at those 4 frames, one person could be good at 1 or 2 of those. In fact, they could be a genius and they get promoted to leadership, but they end up being a terrible leader. And why is that? Researchers Bowman and Deal, who come up with this 4-frame idea and also the claim that creativity is needed for leadership, they tell us that you need to see all these facets. And so in order to take a lot of data in, a lot of information in, and make wise decisions, I have to both look at politics and how people are doing. But also, and that's not enough, I have to look at what's the structure of the organization. And I have to be able to go between all 4 of these back and forth, back and forth. And doesn't it remind you about divergent and convergent thinking and the creative process, how it's something we have to switch between mindsets? So a creative person is very capable of leadership because they're able to switch between mindsets quickly.